Hey, what's up guys, welcome to a brand new tutorial on our channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make a ground slam ability just like I've been doing in my own videos. So yeah guys, if you want to get the files needed for this tutorial, I'll have it linked in my Discord. It's a free Discord. It's going to be the first link in the description. So make sure to join that, verify, get all of the files, and then we can continue on to the video. Also, if you guys are interested in learning more of these complex abilities and getting even better stuff like this on the screen, then make sure to join our academy. It's going to be the second link in the description. We have over 200 students and we have been doing pretty crazy. We have been getting some crazy results, as you can see up on the screen right here. We'll be getting students that have been getting paid a lot of money and commissioned by a lot of big games and learning a bunch of new things and literally just growing in the academy and learning with it. So if you're interested in learning how to script, how to make VFX, and how to basically do everything in studio and get paid and learn how to get hired for big games, then make sure to join the academy. It's going to be the second link in the description. Join, sign up, and I'm waiting for you guys there. But other than that, thank you guys, and let's get right into the video. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do when you open the file up that you get on the Discord is we're going to make a script, right? So when you see the file, we have a couple of things right here. We have this server data store script folder right here. These we can delete. I'm not gonna give you guys these, but we're gonna be making a local script and we're gonna be making a remote event inside of it, and then we're gonna be playing it off and basically using this shockwave module right here that I have for you guys to make that ground slam ability. So we're gonna delete this first and we're gonna start off everything from scratch. We're gonna show you basically guys how to make the whole ground slam ability, how to make it play an animation, and we're gonna be doing some visual effects right there and then. And to start everything off, the first thing that you guys want to do is you want to make a new script inside of Startback, and you want to basically name it whatever. We can name it ground slam. So ground slam. There we go. And what we're gonna do right here is we're gonna first of all reference the user input service. So we're gonna do local UIS equals to game get service user input service. So this is just going to detect all of the input from our keyboard, and if we are clicking any buttons, whatever, then we're going to reference the player. So we're going to do local player equals to game dot players dot local player, and then we're going to reference the mouse. So mouse equals to player get mouse. There we go. So to start everything off, we're gonna basically say UIS dot input ended connect function. We're gonna do two parameters inside of this. So we're gonna do I and we're gonna do A, right? So just do it like this. So we're gonna say if A, then return end. So what this basically means is that if we're chatting in the chat, so this is the second variable which connects to the game processed event. So if we are chatting in the chat and we type the letter E, it's not going to fire off the ability. That's just some safety net, so we don't have to type in the chat and then do the ability. You know, that's not going to be good. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to say if I dot key code equals to I enum dot key code. We're gonna have to do two of these right here, enum dot key code, and now you can put any key code that you want in here. So you can put E, you can put X. We're just gonna put E for this tutorial, but you can put any key that you want there. Then, and right here, basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a new remote event. So we're gonna go to remotes. We're gonna go make a remote event, and we're gonna call this one ground slam. There we go. So if I key code equals enum dot key code E, then we're gonna just print a message. This is gonna be test to just test if everything works, and we're gonna basically just fire off this remote event. So we're gonna do script game dot replicated storage dot remotes dot ground slam fire server. There we go. So now when we press the letter E, we'll go into the game real quick. We press the letter E on output, it's gonna basically print us test. But as you can see, we can spam the letter E and it's gonna just basically print out forever, which we don't want to do because we don't want to do infinite ground slam. So we're just gonna make a simple debounce right here, which is gonna make a cooldown on our ability. So we're gonna do local debounce equals to false. If debounce equals to true, then return end. So we're just basically going to make a simple cooldown, and we're going to say right here, we're going to do a spawn function, and we're gonna say debounce equals to, and we're gonna do task.wait, and then you guys can put any amount of cooldown seconds you want here. I'm gonna put 5 for example, and I'm gonna put debounce equal to false. Now don't get scared if you don't know what all of these spawn functions are, whatever. I cannot go too much in depth on these right now, because we have a limited time on the video. But if you guys are interested in learning more about these scripting functions, what they are and how they work, and you want to get on another level with your scripting, and you want to get more into the VFX realm, and just more overall learn about Studio, then I recommend joining the Academy. And again, as I said, is the second link in the description. We'll be getting crazy results, and we have a ton of students. It's a crazy community. I'm excited to make it grow. But yeah, if you guys are confused and you don't know what some of these are, then I just recommend joining the Academy to learn about them. But other than that, we're just gonna get straight into testing this. So when we go ahead and test right here and we press E, it should say test, as you guys can see. And now I cannot click E, as you can see here. I'm clicking it, and it's gonna only fire off after 5 seconds. Okay, perfect. We got that down. We've made the remote event. So now the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go to server script service, and we're gonna basically make a new script, and we're gonna name this ground slam server framework. There we go. And what we're gonna say is we're gonna say basically game.replicated storage .remote.ground slam .on server event connect function player. There we go. And then we're just gonna print a simple message that's gonna say print server fired. So now when we go into the game and we go to output, it should print test and server fired. There we go. So that means we are transferring data to the server, which is good, and everything works. So now comes the main part where we're gonna script the ground slamming. I'm gonna show you guys how we do this and how basically everything is gonna be done. So what we're gonna start off first with is we're gonna say local rs equals to game.replicated storage rs local remotes equals to rs.remotes, which is going to be referencing this one right here. And then we're going to say local replicate equals to remotes.replicate. There we go. So now we're going to just type off one single line, which is going to basically access all of this code right here, and it's going to basically use the debris module. But that is kind of more over to the advanced side. Again, if you guys are not catching this, if you guys are like complete beginners, you could just follow along what I'm doing right here. You probably won't know most of the stuff that I'm coding, and that is understandable if you're on a beginner level. If you're on a little bit of an advanced level, you kind of know what these modules are, what they do, and how they're fired off. But if you're interested to learn though, there's always the Academy. As I said again, you can learn a bunch of stuff there. So if you are interested in that, make sure to join it. But other than that, we're just going to be going over to fire off this shockwave, which we're going to do by basically saying replicate, fire all clients. And the thing before this is we first of all have to reference the position of where the ground slam will be. So to do that, I prepared you guys a hitbox right here, which is the size of 21, 21, 21. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to transfer this hitbox over to the workspace, and we're going to basically fire off the hitbox by using the replicate function to basically do the shockwave. So what we're going to do is we're going to say basically local hitbox equals to game.replicated storage ground clone. So we're going to be cloning it. We're going to say hitbox.parent equals to workspace.debris, because this is a folder that's going to ignore the part, so we do not want to ground slam the ground slam, if you know what I mean. So we're just going to be ground slamming the ground around it. So hitbox.cframe is basically equals to the player.character.humanoid root bar.cframe. There we go. And then we're just gonna basically say shockwave right here to reference the shockwave, which is gonna be this right here. And then we're gonna say there we go. Oops. We're gonna say hitbox.position. There we go. So now when we enter the game and we press E, boom, as you guys can see, there's like a ground slam thing, but it's not yet fully done, and it doesn't really look good, doesn't really damage anything. We don't have anything for it to damage. As you can see, if we press right here, nothing really happens. It's just the ground slam thing. So we go again, and we have a cooldown of 5 seconds. So there's a couple of things that we can do. First of all, we can make an animation as like of a stomp. So we can go to avatar, we can go to animation editor, and we can click one of these dummies, and we can basically make a stomp right here. I already made one, but it's just basically animated, so we can just make one from scratch to teach you guys. So we can delete all of this, or we can just go and press create new. There we go, create. We're just gonna be making a simple ground slam, so we're gonna up the arms right here, and then we're gonna basically lift one leg up. There we go. And we're just gonna basically make it so he goes up like this, and then we're gonna put this leg up a little bit. So this is just basic animating, and I'm gonna give you guys some tips on how to animate this. So we're gonna just be making a big stomp. The arms go back. There we go. And we're gonna be giving this animation some dynamics. So as you can see, boom, he basically stomps. We can see how this let's just move this back here. There we go. And then we can give it some dynamics by copying it and then just pushing it forward a little bit, so it kind of gives off that smooth effect of like this. See, there we go. So this is just gonna basically do a ground slam move, and we're gonna press publish. We're gonna press save, and we're gonna copy this ID right here. Once we copy that, we can close this out. We can make a new animation inside of this, and we can basically paste this ID right here, and we're just gonna basically play this animation. So we're gonna say local track equals to player dot character dot humanoid load animation. We're gonna do script animation. There we go. And then we're just gonna say track play. Once again, if you guys do not know how to animate this stuff, or if I maybe went a little bit too fast, we cannot cover everything in the video. It's gonna then be like an hour-long video. But if you guys like want to learn how to animate and stuff like that, then Academy is your best bet. But yeah, so as you can see now, if we press E, it's gonna play us a simple animation. But see, the thing happens is a ground slam happens before the animation. So what we can do is we can just basically do a simple task.wait. So we can do task.wait point, let's say 3.5 seconds, 0.35 seconds. So if you press now, see, now the ground slam appears exactly when you press the E button, right? But yeah, we're just gonna now go over a couple of things like damaging the dummies, and then effect. Like, so I also provided you guys with some particles right here, with all of these things, which is the visual effects side of things. So again, this is kind of more like a simple ability, nothing too crazy. I provided you with some effects. We're gonna just go over how to damage these things and stuff like that. But after the end of the video, you guys should have the ability that you saw at the beginning of the video, something similar. But yeah, other than that, again, as I said, this is not any crazy ability. This is just some entry-level scripting. So if you want to learn some crazier abilities and stuff like that, then Academy is always the option. But other than that, now we're just gonna go ahead and make the particles emit inside of this hitbox. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically say 4. We're just gonna put this under a spawn function. And again, you guys don't need to know what spawn functions are yet. It's kind of like more of an advanced thing, and I really don't have much to explain it at. But spawn functions are just usually some stuff like scope that runs separately from this function. But if you guys are interested in learning more about like that in-depth stuff, then Academy is the second link in the description. But let me just yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna say for I v in hitbox attachment get children. So we're just gonna basically grab all of the things that are inside of here. So it's getting all the children that are inside of here, and it's gonna basically run through and loop all of these, and we're gonna just basically say if v is a particle emitter, then we're gonna say v emit, v get attribute, emit count. So basically what this does is it takes the attribute of emit count, like how much each of these should be emitted, and it basically just emits that amount. So when we go into the game now and we press E, see, now we have a cool effect that basically ground slams whenever we stomp. See, that looks pretty cool. and it's pretty smooth, but we still do not have damage, and we can also spam this. Oh yeah, we can spam this because we haven't applied, yeah, because we need to put this under a spawn function, just like this. There we go. And then we should put this up above here. There we go. And okay, let me just spin this back because I haven't pasted this. We can leave this, we just have to move this up here. So now we cannot spam. Like, there we go. Now it should be good. There we go. So now we can just press E, and then boom, it does a simple ground slam. Thing we don't have is an audio. So what we can do is we can go to the toolbox, we can go to audio, and then we can press a ground slam. We can insert a new audio right here. This should be good. And then we can say right here, script.ground slam play. There we go. Should be as simple as that. Now we should have audio too. There we go. Now the only thing that's missing is basically the only thing that's missing basically is the damage. So to do that, we're gonna be doing a couple of different things. We're gonna just be basically making a hitbox. We're just gonna say hitbox, the touched connect function. So we're just gonna basically use the touched function from the hitbox. And now again, this is just entry-level stuff with the touched. If you want to use complex hitboxes, you use raycast, you use a bunch of other things, modules, hitbox modules, but we're just going to be going over simple in this video. So we're going to press hit right here, and we're going to say if hit dot parent find first child humanoid, and hit dot parent dot name is not player name. Then there we go. Now we're just gonna basically do a damaging function right here, where we're gonna say hit parent humanoid take damage 5, for example. There we go. Now this might like drain the dummies completely. You see? Yeah, there we go. It did take damage. So they did take damage, as you can see. But I think it is like draining damage heavily because the hitbox is there for a long time. So what we can do is we can make a simple debounce. We can say local hits equals to a table. So we're gonna be making a new table, and right here we're gonna say, okay, so I've wrote this code down. So basically what this means is if we get the same name of the like thing, it's gonna basically void the whole function, and it's gonna just basically hit only the dummies once. So what we can do is we can say task away, let's say 4 seconds, and then we can say hits parent equals to nil. There we go. So now it should just damage them only once of 5. So you shouldn't just like spray damage them completely. There we go, and as you can see, it has range too. So the only things left to do is what we can add is we can add the ragdoll and the up knockback. So what we can do is we can basically say we can call on the misc module, which is in the modules miscellaneous module. Now again, I'm gonna provide all of this for you guys. As I said, is the first link in the description, the free Discord server, and you just go over to free assets and you're gonna find this, the ground slam tutorial file. You just open it and follow along. But if you again do want to learn in depth of what all of these modules do, and you want to advance your level of scripting, etc., then again, as I said, I opened up the scripting class, which is the Scripting Academy. It's going to be the second link in the description. So if you are willing to learn, you can join that, and I'll see you guys there. But other than that, we can go ahead and go to right here, and we're gonna basically name the miscellaneous module. So we're gonna we're gonna say local misc equals to require game.replicated storage.modules.misc. There we go. It's gonna be basically the miscellaneous module, and then we're gonna say miscellaneous.ragdoll hit.parent. Let's say 2 seconds, and we're gonna do the up knockback thing, which is gonna say miscellaneous.up knockback. We're gonna say hit parent humanoid root part. There we go. and then we're gonna basically add in some force, which is gonna do 35, 55, and then how long the duration of it is gonna be, and then we're just gonna basically reference the root part again. Actually, we're just gonna reference our root part, which is where the thing is gonna be turned for. So that's the origin. So basically what we're doing right here is we're referencing where the force is going to be applied, the target, and then we're going to be referencing the amount of force, so strength 1, strength 2, and then we're going to be referencing the time and the duration of it. We can put 0.1 also, doesn't really matter. Player.character.human root bar, where the origin, so where the thing will look at when it does the ground slam. So if you go ahead and go into the game right now and test it out, what should happen is they should go up like that. Now the only thing it's missing is they do not have a tag of a ragdoll, and the hitbox is hitting multiple times. So to fix that, we're gonna say game debris, add item, hitbox 0.2. So it destroys the hitbox after 0.2 seconds. And then we're gonna also add a tag. We're gonna do a spawn function. There we go. And we're gonna basically say game get service collection service add tag ragdoll, and then we're gonna do first is the instance, my bad. We're gonna hit parents ragdoll. There we go. And then we're just gonna do 2-second wait, task wait 2 seconds, remove tag ragdoll, and now when we go in and try this out, boom. Yeah, see they ragdoll, but I think I haven't transferred over the script, like the original script. Let me just do that real quick, because I think, yeah, this was the R15 version. Let me just paste this in. So now when we test the game out, it should ragdoll them fully. There we go. Now as you can see, they ragdoll fully like that. Now don't worry, I'll have the file linked for you guys, but see now they ragdoll like that. Like basically now it's a complete ragdoll, and as you can see, they fall down, they take damage, and boom, there we go. So we press E. There we go. Oh, also another thing is we have to put this off for a 2-second wait, like this, so the particle emitters can play through fully. So now if we go ahead, it should be much smoother. There we go. Now it plays a lot better. We can even put it up to 3 seconds, honestly. 3 seconds right here. And now when we go ahead and press E, there we go. Now it's a lot better. Press E. Does everything fully. Ground slam thing is there. And yeah, that's honestly it for this tutorial. We have done the damage, we have done the effects, we have done the whole ground slam thing. Now you guys can use this in your abilities. So if you ever want to call off this framework, what you can do is you can basically use the replicate, far all clients, shockwave, and then just do your hitbox and hitbox.position, which is going to be whatever your hitbox is in your ability, and you can basically call this off whenever. Now make sure to just get this file. It's, again, as I said, it's going to be free in the free Discord, completely free, in the first link in the description. So you make sure you join the Discord and you get this file under free assets. And if you want to advance your skills, and if you want to learn a bunch of things in Studio, and if you want to learn how to make better abilities, kind of like some of these I'm showing you on the screen right here, some more crazy stuff, then again, Academy is going to be the second link in the description, where you can join and get basically one-on-one tutoring from me, and basically get help from all the student success managers. As I said, again, we have some crazy results in the Academy. Basically, people getting 2,000 months, 4,000 months, $10,000 months, just from doing work for other people, and the other people paying them. So them getting hired for big games, just because they got connections from the Academy to learn how to script and stuff like that. And then they just got on to be hired by big games and basically work for them. So if that interests some of you guys, as I said, again, Academy is the second link in the description. We've got some crazy results, crazy student learning, and basically just the whole team is ready to help you guys learn how to do stuff in Studio, etc. So as I said again, first thing in the description to get all of these files, and basically just follow along what I'm doing right here, and you guys should no problem have this ground slam ability made, and you can utilize it in your own abilities. Basically to make, let's say, I don't know, you're making a fireball, you can also use this ground slam. Whenever the fireball connects to the ground, you can make this ground slam by just using the replicate module, just using the replicate remote to fire off all the clients to basically get the shockwave module fired up. But yeah, other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video, hope you guys learned something from it. That was my goal too. This video is a little bit longer, but again, hope you guys got the value out of it. Hope you guys enjoy what I was presenting you. I hope you guys enjoyed this giveaway of this ground slam module that I'm giving you, which I'm using basically in almost all of my things. In my older packs, I've been using this ground module. Now I switched to a newer one. But yeah, this ground module is basically useful for anything, and it's basically really good with any ability. But if you guys want to learn some more advanced stuff, and I think, as I said again, some more better abilities and stuff like that, then Academy should be your best bet to learn more advanced stuff and just basically script combat systems, abilities, etc. So if you guys are interested in that, as I said again, the Academy is open for everyone. It's open for all ages. If you go onto the link, the second link, you can look at some of the testimonials our students have been giving, some videos and reviews of the Academy. You can also watch at the end of the video. I'll have it linked to the video basically explaining about all the Academy thing, what it has, what it teaches, scripting, virtual effects, everything, visuals, basically everything you need to know about Studio, and then how to get hired for big games. But other than that, hope you guys got value from this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. Make sure to subscribe, turn notifications on, so you don't miss another video like this. I'm going to be doing more of these from now on. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for supporting us. Thank you guys for watching the whole video until the end. Hope you guys got value from this, and other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.